What is up, YouTube? iTV here with another edition of iTheory, this episode will probably be uploaded along with the Ash Coma Theory as like kind of like I guess you can say a two-part series premiere of the iTheory. This theory is about Humpty Dumpty, and was Humpty Dumpty an egg? I know this sounds a little bit silly, but this is actually a pretty popular thing. This is taken from the Alice in Wonderland movie from 1933. Pretty good movie. I highly recommend you see it. Everyone knows about Alice in Wonderland, right? How could you not? What are you, living under a rock? But a great movie. Classic. It's in black and white, so you know it's good, right? I don't own this, by the way. I just really need to always say I don't own something. The last thing I need is a copyright strike. I don't even know if that's how it works. But anyway, let's jump right into it. And I'll have some possible theories backed by hard evidence of my own on if Humpty Dumpty's an egg or not, and I'll render the verdict at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Now, I think we all know how the nursery rhyme goes. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great big fall, and some other things, like two more lines, I forget. But the basic nursery rhyme, the parts you should really consider is Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great big fall. And like I said, the last two lines are kind of hazy for me, but something about how they couldn't piece him back together. Now, it does not explicitly say he's an egg. However, popular notions have said he is an egg. Now, this is a nursery rhyme that just, like, the origin is, it goes back hundreds of years ago. Started in England, I believe. About, you know, a guy sitting on a wall, which is the first theory. Humpty Dumpty was possibly not an egg, but a very fat guy. A popular theory is that Humpty Dumpty was actually a man. I guess a fat guy, if you want to say that, because they used to call people in that century, I want to say the 18th century, a common nickname for him was to be called Humpty, or maybe it was Dumpty. Who knows? I guess those two words are interchangeable. That's the first theory. Humpty Dumpty was actually a very large person. The second theory that I saw is really interesting was that Humpty Dumpty was actually a cannon to like defend kind of like the wall. They mounted a cannon on the wall to shoot, you know, actual cannonballs. And like when the cannon fell, they couldn't put it back together. I thought that was really interesting. So I decided I'd definitely share that one. Another theory that's not really well known is that it's not really talked about is that he was actually a glass ball. He was actually a gift to somebody, and they nicknamed it. I think the gift was to a child or something. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this one, but this is like a rare one you'll find. Like, it was a glass ball, a gift to a child. The child was playing near a wall. He accidentally dropped it over, and the glass ball shattered. He also nicknamed the ball Humpty Dumpty. But like I said, there's no way like they would really know. And that's what the problem with this is. It's really hazy having to determine if he was actually an egg. Now, it's actually more of a riddle. The riddle of Humpty Dumpty sitting on a wall is a nursery rhyme / riddle. And this is actually, I want to say it's been debunked, but it really hasn't. Is that somebody somewhere said Humpty Dumpty was an egg, and it just stuck. I'm sorry if I don't have that much information on this topic, but I just think it's really interesting. I don't know why, it just is really interesting. So I'm sorry if I don't have that much information, but I'll probably link some information in the description. I'll put a bunch of links up you can read about this. Somebody said like it's a riddle, and somebody got the riddle correct. He's an egg, and it just stuck. The riddle just stuck, and that was the answer. He was an egg. It never explicitly said that, but the riddle was the answer to the riddle for the nursery rhyme was that he was an egg. Like I said, I'm sorry if I'm a little bit hazy on this topic, but it's really difficult. Like, it's really difficult to actually know. But I'm just gonna weigh in on this. My verdict on if Humpty Dumpty's an egg or not, my verdict is no contest. I'm sorry, it's no contest. You can't really, I say no contest because you can't really know for sure if Humpty Dumpty was an egg or not. pop culture made him an egg. We see him as an egg. He's been associated with an egg in various films, cartoons, spin-offs. He's an egg. You know, why change a good thing, right? My verdict is that he's an egg. That's just how it is. He's an egg. That's just the final verdict. Humpty Dumpty is indeed an egg. I plead no contest because I don't have an answer per se. I'm just going with it. Humpty Dumpty is indeed an egg. Like I said, sorry if I'm a little bit hazy on all the details on this one. I will put a link in the description, a bunch of links actually, if I can find them, because to do some more research. But I'll put a bunch of links you can read up on this and enjoy for yourself, because I think it's pretty interesting. And I said interesting way too many times. Sorry about that. But anyway, verdict is the guy's an egg, and I bet he would make one mean breakfast. I'm iTV, and this has been iTheory, and I am signing off. Later.